quick question. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything right now. Everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong. I have literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm training wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong. And I'm so sick of it. Stop comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want. And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful. I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been.
God damn, man. It's hard listening to her, bro. You can't keep getting away with it. God damn. Why are so many 29-year-old boss girls from TikTok having public meltdowns about failing to find a man? Well, it's pretty simply stated just right there. The perfect example is right there. The girl that's speaking. Why is she a perfect example? I can empathize for her a little bit.
Empathy.
And understand that she's overthinking things, right? She's in a state of, she's super anxious. She's growing older. She's not at the position where she wants to be in. She's starting to understand, I've been sold a lie my entire life. Feminism has lied to me. Look at her. I'm independent. I'm a girl boss. I drive my own car. I have my own job, right? I am a fully functional man. But I can't find a man. Why? You are repelling him because you are trying to compete with him. The people that she trusts, family, friends, therapists. Again, family, they've been there your whole life. Friends, those are the people you choose to be around. Your therapist, the person you choose to pay to help you, they're all telling you you're doing it wrong. And you're not listening. You're saying you're healing, but you're not. You're doing what you want to do. You're doing the same behavior. And you want you want a different outcome. You're slowly going insane. You're doing the same habit over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result, and you're not getting it. I'm not surprised you're breaking down online. People are telling you the truth, and you're refusing to acknowledge it. You're refusing to take their lead. That's why you don't have a man. You can't even listen to the people around you. Why would you listen to him? The answer is right there. That's why you can't find a man.
I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy? Before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired.
The first step is accountability. And let's give her some pointers, because I'm not trying to drag on for too long. Look, she's in shape. She is objectively pretty. Her nails are done. That's a great plus. You know, it's what's in here. You need to find a man you can trust. You need to learn to let go of all the control you had. You've grown older. These habits are slowly starting to cement into your life. It's harder to let go. Right? You're a person that's religious. God wants you to follow a man. You want to follow a man. You have to be willing to let go of your ego, of your pride. Trust and follow him. Start with your friends, family, and therapist's advice.
I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like, it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like, I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands that they prioritize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind. And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me. Oh my God! Is that so hard?
Yeah, you effectively cried on the internet. A bunch of men will give you what you want. You will ignore most of them. This is the perfect example of slowly self-victimizing yourself. I'm starting to see that women that remain single for too long slowly start to victimize themselves. I'm being left behind. No, you're choosing not to follow anyone. If we study your past relationships, we'll see that you broke up with a bunch of guys that were well suited to lead you. Why? Because they didn't match your energy. Garbage. You follow God, where are the values? God talks about energy exchange, not matching my energy. That's stupid. Stop it. Next.
My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married today. Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive me. And this year, I have had chlamydia twice. So far. Bomba! Happy wedding. My cousin, who is younger than me, is getting married.
Okay, so instead of being supportive of your cousin, instead of talking very positively about your cousin, maybe some of the experiences you've had, you are comparing yourself to the position your cousin is in. You understand that you probably made all the opposite decisions that your cousin has made compared to your life, having two men in there, right? Two toxic situationships or some crap like that, right? You had a guy from Hinge drive you home from the airport. Yeah, these aren't good decisions that women make, man. Like, you are slowly driving yourself crazy based on your own behavior. Again, another prime example of take some accountability, right? Also, look at her nails, man. Right? At least this girl, she took care of her nails. Let's keep it 100. This girl is just a mess, a smiling mess. That's what she is. She's a smiling mess. And she's okay with it. Until, she's young right now. She knows what she's doing is wrong. But she's going to keep doing it. Why would another man want to carry all that baggage? Emotional, damn it! Unpack it. Put the bottle down. Face your consequences like a grown woman. Change your hair color. And get your nails done. Next.
I'm gonna have a man's baby just to have a man's baby. If a man wants me to have his baby, I have 2 requirements. You're gonna get a tattoo of my face on your body because it's a body for a body. My body's gonna change forever. Your body's gonna change forever. And my push present is either a car or a house, preferably both. But I definitely want a tattoo of my face on the father of my child's body, preferably stomach, because my stomach is gonna look different after a baby. So your stomach should look different too. I'm just not.
So let me get this straight. This man is gifting you seeds at a young age where women are essentially breaking down because they have no one. And your standard expectation is for him to get your face tatted onto his body. Your hoops are bigger than your train of thought. Haram! Yo, what is she talking about, man? These are wild for a reason. She had to have scripted this and come up with this and say, I'm just gonna say the wildest crap to piss these dudes off. This man is gifting you a baby, is going to take care of you. He's going to work for the rest of his life. for you and the child that you both will have, until his heart explodes in his chest and you want him to get your face tatted on it. Why are you so intent on simping out your man? Every time he goes to the beach, he takes his shirt off. Yo, that's my girl, bro. He looks like an idiot. Look at all the Boricua Puerto Ricans on Coney Island with faces of ex-girlfriends they've had. They look dumb. They're stupid. Don't do this. Jesus.
Emotional, damn it!
Oh my god, guys. I'm freaking out. What am I gonna do? Just kidding, I already scheduled the appointment. I am what conservatives fear!
Did we just see the evolution of this girl? 10 years later, this girl crying online for views and likes. This is how evil female nature is, boys. Now you need to see this. You need to see this. They'll cry. They'll cry to get sympathy out of you. They'll use their crocodile tears. It's always a believe all women. This is Daisy Chen and Fresh's situation. Perfectly narrated. I'm going to cry in front of the camera. Everybody's going to believe me. And then boom, as soon as I get the money,
I am what conservatives fear!
Evilness. Evilness.
Yes.
Wait.
This is their plan, people. These are demons.
Demonic behavior right here. Look, it all started from here. This is her.
Meanwhile, I have credit card debt. I am in a toxic situationship with one of my exes. Last week, I was so broke that instead of getting an Uber to the airport, I had a random guy from Hinge drive.
To this.
Oh my god, guys. I'm freaking out.
The guy from Hinge turned back around. Oh crap.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, he just left your ass. Boom, it's okay. I already got it done. Abortion's all good. This is the liberal mind, right? I'm free. I get to drink, not have babies, and just let my life go away. I'll slowly cut my hair, dye my hair, right? I'll cut my hair short, dye it, not get my nails done, wear stupidity, and even be curious about my gender. This is the degen train of thought. He slowly started to go down. This is evil, man. This is evil right here. This is female nature at its worst. Next. Okay, this one's good. Open discussion. What's killing relationships or dating in general these days? Right, just a girl. Of course, what 2.6 million just because of her face. But it's a good question. No, Villa, this is a good question. And I wanted to highlight this comment right here. Having unrealistic expectations, right? That's what is killing relationships and dating in general, right? Having unrealistic expectations from both sides. From the woman's side, always expecting, being so attracted. You can't knock women for what they're attracted to, right? Being attracted to a man that's got his shit together. That's 1%. That makes over 100,000. Carries himself seriously. Has good body language. Has a good sense of tonality. Takes care of himself. His physique, his looks. He looks maxes as much as he can. Has a great, unique sense of style. Again, he respects himself because he respects himself, and therefore other women and people respect him in general. Now you have a form of status, a reputation, a perception that other people have of you. Those things are very realistic because they're within your control. However, every woman expecting these things, while not also having what men want, which is being young, beautiful, feminine, willing to cook, willing to clean, willing to effectively take care of the house that they've built so that they may want to put a child in you so that you have those same habits with the kid. Not prioritizing the career, not prioritizing your money, not flexing the fact that you're self-independent. That is not what creates a good unity between man and husband. That's what separates each other. Look at the divorce rate. 70%. So yes, having wildly unrealistic expectations of the partner you want to have when you don't have the counter opposite habits that they'd like, you fail at dating and relationships. You'll even fail in your job. Yeah, having unrealistic relationships is a big one. Listening to podcasts that promotes manipulation and toxicity. Yes, because you may overconsume. You may have too much knowledge and then not do anything. Paralyze yourself from it. Women may do this as well. They listen to feminist podcasts. They listen to TikTok, women crying, them trauma bonding constantly, sympathizing over each other, just assuming they're right, assuming that their intentions are never wrong, helping each other dodge accountability as they slowly grow older. That's the woman's side, right? Now you can do the same thing for the man. The man overly consumes this kind of self-talk, over this kind of self-analysis of women. They slowly start to hate women for what they really are, for their nature. They start to resent them instead of looking at themselves and understanding, yeah, I do need to manipulate her, but I don't need to abuse her. I don't need to form toxic habits, right?
City boy! City boy!
Because toxic habits may get her, but they won't keep her around. They won't keep the good ones around. If you form bad habits as a man or a woman, you are going to attract that same energy, the person with the same habits, because you will trauma bond with each other. It'll bring you closer together. But if you fix your habits first, if you look and understand women, and you become almost fearful of the women that you see, and you become smart enough to understand, I can speak to this girl. I could understand where she came from. She can be respectful with me, but I don't have to choose her. I don't have to be with her. Same thing with a woman. I can respect this guy's position, but I don't have to be with him. Look for each other's standards. Manipulate yourselves to become better versions of yourself. If you're a feminist, manipulate yourself to become a woman that a man would want. Think about what kind of man that you realistically want with the kind of person you are. If you're overweight and you want somebody that you find very attractive, lose the weight. Watch what you eat. Take accountability first. Stop dodging it. With men as well. Men don't have the same problems that women do in the sense of attracting somebody. Men have to understand what they're attracted to, how they're messing themselves up. Why am I choosing the girl with all the tattoos that likes to smoke a lot? Because she's freaky and she knows how to suck, right? That's what you're attracted to. That's the only two factors for the kind of girl you want. You just want her to be pretty and suck D. That's it. Everything else I don't care about. I don't care that she has 3 kids. I don't care that she doesn't cook and clean. I don't care that she says she's self-independent. I don't care that she wants us to be equal. Yeah, those standards don't matter. As long as she looks pretty and sucks D, come on, bro.
City boy! City boy!
You're leading yourself down the wrong path, right? You need to learn to manipulate the kind of woman. First, you need to manipulate yourself into being the man that attracts the girl that you want. Simple math. Not think about becoming, then be, and you'll attract the girl because you'll understand what you can realistically get. And then you'll understand, I have to guide this woman. I have to manipulate her to become the best version of herself or me, which in return is us. Unity. Okay. And then toxicity. You're always going to face toxicity. You can only have struggle. You can only have bad habits. What is the result of bad habits? More bad habits. What's the inverse of bad habits? Good habits. You can only have bad with good and good with bad. Okay? Toxicity is there as a guide to tell you what not to do because of the consequences you'll face later. So you need a certain sense of, you need to make these mistakes sometimes to understand. But if you form these habits for too long, it's harder to reel it back. So really catch yourself. That's why I say it all starts with manipulation, right? All right, what else is ruining relationships and what is it? And dating. Along with trying to compare one another in relationships, the comparison principle isn't always bad. If you're constantly comparing yourself, it's bad. Sometimes you need a role model in your relationship. If you're looking at one relationship and you're on Instagram and you're like, oh, this guy gets to go, this guy gets his D sucked every day or some crap, and then the girl is looking at another relationship and she's thinking, oh, but she gets to go on vacations. Why can't my man provide that for me? You're doing it wrong. When you're looking at relationships, the relationships you want to look at are the ones that have stood the test of time. For me, thank God, I have my grandparents. They're religious. They've been with each other. They've had their trials and tribulations, and they've gotten through it. That's my role model. That's who I learn from. When I compare myself to where my life is, that's where I look. I'm very aware of who I'm following, why I follow their advice. It's so important. Comparing yourselves in the right way, not in the wrong way. So that's what people tend to do. You compare yourself too much, you will have unrealistic expectations, right? Sometimes people will listen to podcasts, they'll compare themselves, and then they'll form unrealistic expectations. And then they skip the part where they have to take accountability. They have to find a sense of self-identity, and they have to actually change their habits. They skip all that. That's a form of self-victimization when you do this toxic pattern. With a dab of letting everyone in your business, right? So the spirituality aspect is sharing. When you share your experiences with others, they're going to know a little more about you. They're going to know a little more of what you've been through. The more genuine you are, the more someone can actually learn from what you've been through, right? So yeah, you kind of need this a little bit, right? What you don't want to do is go on Instagram stories and vent about what your boyfriend and girlfriend is doing. You don't want to do that. And then not communicate with them and hold resentment towards them. That's exactly what you don't want to do, just so you know. Also, getting advice from people that can't keep a relationship. This is tricky too, right? The advice may be right, and they may also be hypocritical. Why? When you peel back the curtain of what anybody is saying, are they perfect people themselves? Probably not. If you look back enough, they will have made mistakes. That's how they've learned from their actions. Nobody is perfect. Everyone is a hypocrite, whether in the past, presently, or will continue to do so into the future. Everyone is on a different path. Again, don't compare yourselves. That's where you mess up. Take what you see other people have experienced and use it as a strategy to either avoid or be willing to do something differently. That's what you do. I do agree that you should assess people when you should say, hey, look at how this person dresses. You should judge these people. You should understand your own, but you should judge them to understand your own biases. Don't judge them to hate them. Because then you're just creating a toxic behavior within yourself. You're hating someone you don't even know. That's silly. That's silly. All right. So yeah, good talk. Don't forget, guys. If I provided you with any sort of value, entertainment, right, or something that you could actually apply to your life, drop a like on the video, all right, or subscribe.
Jesus.